Hey guys, it's Deborah. So I'm going to try to make this fast. It's something just really amazing happened that I was like, I have to share with you guys. I believe it's a sign to say I'm on the right track here. And yeah, it's going to be a little weird at first. You're going to be like, what? And then you'll realize that just watch the end. It's pretty cool. I'll try to make it short. So what you see before you here in this picture is Jupiter and Saturn coming together because it's a picture of the conjunction that's happening December 21st. This conjunction is going to be visible to the human eye and it's going to be really bright. And it's significant to Christians and Bible prophecy for a couple reasons. I'll go over it super quick like I already did in my last video, but just for anybody just tuning in, why this conjunction coming up is important. Number one, on the Abraham Accord coin that was minted, I guess in Israel, it shows at the very top of the coin a planet, and I believe that planet probably sets off all the other events going down that sword. And that planet at the top looks like Saturn because it has the rings around it. But when you look closely, it has a circle, a spot on it, and it's the exact same spot as Jupiter. So I believe that is the conjunction. I believe on that coin, it is Saturn and Jupiter. Okay, here's another reason why the conjunction coming up on the 21st is huge to me. Because if you think of the Revelation 12 sign, and you have Saturn, which represents the dragon, and Jupiter, which represents the man-child, and Saturn is right in front, it has to be right in front of Jupiter, which is what's going to happen during this conjunction. So that being said, I'm going to tell you something that's pretty interesting and amazing that's personal that happened to me on my channel and that relates to this, which makes me think this is significant. So, and see how the dragon, his tail is shooting stars down to the sky? Well, what just happened on the 14th? Meteor shower. And that has significance in itself because it was like well, it's a long story. So let's just move on to what I was going to talk about. Okay, so if you guys know this actress, her name is Mila Kunis, and she is an American actress. Most people probably know who she is. She's played in like a lot of, well, I only know her from that 70s show because I watched that a long, long time ago, but I don't really watch very many movies or like secular movies or secular like shows almost barely at all. And I used to watch that show a long, long time ago. Anyway, she's famous from that show, but she also was in a lot of movies. And I think she's married to Ashton Kutcher. So anyway, her name is Mila Kunis. Okay, why am I even talking about her? How random is that? It's so random. But listen to this, okay? Listen to this comment that a sister posted on my last video that I just made. Okay, it was just random. She just said, "You sound like Mila Kunis. Has anybody ever told you that?" And I responded and said, "No, but that's the first, it's funny, but I totally see what you're saying." Like, I guess because we talk really fast. So anyway, I get what she was saying and I was just random. So I moved on or whatever. But she just posted that comment on my last video. So the one I just did about the conjunction, I don't know if you can see at the top of the screen, it's like the two planets. So I just posted yesterday, I think it was, if not the day before, I think it was yesterday, yeah, about this conjunction. And in the thing, she randomly said, "Has anyone told you you sound like Mila Kunis?" Okay, what does that mean? What does that have to do with anything? Okay, so today I get this message from another sister who watches my channel, okay, on Facebook. She sends me this. "Have you seen this movie? It's about rebirth and mutation." Okay. This is from like 2016. I think this movie was made. Jupiter Ascending. Okay. So I get this message on Facebook today about, and who's starring in it. I don't know if you can see. Well, I'll show you closer, but so this is a totally different person sending me this movie today. Okay. And this is an older movie. Who is the star of this movie? It's Mila Kunis. So yesterday, I was told, "Hey, you sound like Mila Kunis." I hope I'm saying her name right. I think it's like that. Anyway, so yesterday, and then today, I get sent from a totally different person saying on Messenger, asking me if I've seen this movie all the way from 2016, and it's called Jupiter Ascending. What are the chances that yesterday someone's going to tell me I sound like Mila Kunis, and then the next day somebody's going to send me a movie that she stars in, and this is what it's called. And my whole video yesterday was on Jupiter. And what is it? This movie called Jupiter Ascending. Okay. So what are we in right now? Where we're looking at the Psalms of Ascension. So Psalm 120 begins the Psalms of Ascension, meaning going up. I think it's like 15 Psalms, okay? And basically, we're looking at how Psalm 20 really reflects year 2020. And that's another part of this whole thing, that it's about ascending. That's like the rapture, but also the fact that this is about Jupiter. When you see the trailer to this movie, okay, I'm going to put, because I don't want to get any copyright strikes, so I'm just going to put a small trailer at the end of this video. I'm done this video. At the end of this video of this movie, okay, it is about, her name is Jupiter. So Mila Kunis, her name is Jupiter, and she ascends, she gets like raptured up by aliens, okay? By aliens. And turns out like that this guy behind her, oh my gosh, I forgot his name. Oh, what is his name? Tatum Channing. Okay, this guy behind her, Tatum Channing, he is a super soldier. He's a super soldier. And he's like, oh, don't you know that there's, he goes, you're such a, like, you're little, he goes to save her. Anyway, I don't know the whole details. You'll see the clip. But he's like a super soldier from another planet. And he's like, oh, don't you know, like, Earth is like one of the last planets to know about, you know, that you're not alone in this solar system. Okay. What did I just say in my last video too? It might have not been my last one. Like, I did 3 videos in one day, basically. But basically what I'm saying is, I said basically a lot. Okay. What I'm saying is, in the video I did, I said that recently Israeli space, like some space guy from Israel, he has just come out and said, you know, don't you know we're not alone in the universe? And he was saying that there's a galactic federation and that soon Earth is going to be ready to understand about it. Like, we're the last ones to know, just like in this movie. And that DJT, he knows about it. And yeah, you guys know about that article probably. But anyway, so this movie is exactly like that. Like, oh, little Earthlings, you didn't know that you thought you were alone, but you're not, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so I'm wrapping up here. I'm going to show you the trailer. Like, I'm going to show you a piece of the trailer because I don't want it to be a thing with YouTube. But anyway, I'll show you the piece of the trailer. It's enough for you to be like, oh yeah. I'm just saying, I think this is a beacon pointing at the 21st, at this conjunction. Doesn't mean it's the rapture, but I think it is huge because I think it's the second sign possibly in Revelation 12. I think the first Revelation 12 sign happened, and I think this is the second part of it, where the dragon stands before the woman to devour the child as soon as it comes up, but it doesn't get devoured, and it gets caught up to God's throne, which is the rapture. And then afterwards, later, he pursues the woman and the remnant of her seed, and he chases her into the wilderness for a time and half time. Anyway, okay, I'm not getting into all that, but this was, I think, a beacon, because randomly to be told you sound like Mila Kunis, and then the next day, somebody sending me a video the very next day of her as the main star, and it's about literally the video I just made, which is Jupiter and the rapture and the conjunction. So anyway, this is just a beacon. So I would just keep your eyes open, just be prayerful, you know, abide in the Lord, just take time with him, warn people if you can, talk to relatives, and just watch for the Lord. And it could be this, or it could be the second sign that will lead to the rapture soon after. I just don't like people to get disappointed. I'm not telling you when it will be. I keep saying my cutoff date that I don't really know what to say after the end of May in the spring, this spring, because of the fig tree generation. We could be off a few days here or there, even maybe a month. You know, the Lord will probably guide me on that time period, but I know we're all anxious. The Church of Philadelphia is weary at the end, and it says they are the ones that are going to be kept from the hour that's coming upon the whole world. So anyway, symbolically. So I know we're weary. I know we wanted to go home, but like, these are the pieces that we're following, and I do not think this is a coincidence at all. So let me play the trailer. I hope it blessed you guys and just got you excited and watching. So until next time, I will talk to you again soon. God bless and shalom.
You've been searching for one thing your whole life. I want to found.
Where am I?
Make sure this is the right one.
It's her.
Good. Kill her.
Who are you?
I'm here to help you. Here we go.
I see need to know what in the hell is going on.
It can be difficult for people from underdeveloped worlds to hear that their planet is not the only inhabited planet.
Your Earth is a very small part of a very large industry.
I think we might have stumbled into a war with one of the most powerful dynasties in the universe.
Why is this happening to me?
You are royalty.